5, 4.
This is out of Ephesians 4, and it says, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace.
Well, good morning. We were thinking together and praying, Lisa and me, on just this what's happening to the church in the midst of the COVID-19. And one of the things that we believe and kind of came up with is that one of the attacks that the enemy will have on the body is disunity, is differing opinions. And we know how much disunity is existing in the world today, especially in the political realm. But what does this talk about with Paul? He says he urges, he uses his kind of position as a prisoner of the Lord to really kind of encourage people, the Ephesian people, to be walking in the worthy manner with humility, gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love. And here's the phrase that really stuck out to us in verse 3. Eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Eager to maintain unity. And I don't think it's a mistake that Paul says, well, we need humility, gentleness, patience, and love to have unity. Because to have unity, at times, you will have to think of the other person's perspective, which takes humility and love. You'll have to put up with other people's ways of thinking, even if you think they're errant. You have to put up with them in love. And unity is an attitude that's followed by actions and words that says, I'm going to make sure that in the peace of Christ that we have, I'm going to put my energy towards being unified. I'm going to be unified with my brothers and sisters, with my leaders, with our church, and we are going to hang in there together. And we might want to express something that may differ with another believer's perspective, especially in the midst of this situation. But in the end, we say, but we need to be unified for the name of Christ.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And, it was funny. I was driving and I was praying and I was saying, Lord, this is just so frustrating.
Yeah.
And he was really gentle and he was saying, you're right. There is so much that's going on. But one thing you do know that you do have that is eternal, that can't be taken away from you. And that is that you have Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Right.
And you know what, everybody, that's what every one of us have.
Amen.
Christ in us, the hope of glory.
Yep.
And that's the thing that unites us all in unity. That's the thing that brings us, the bride of Christ, not only here in our local community, but in our national community and our global community as one. Right. And that nothing can stand against.
That's right.
And it's a beautiful thing because even if we can't maybe gather together in four walls, that's okay.
Right.
Because we are unified in the body of believers. And sometimes even when we look at what happened in Acts, the early church, the hope of glory of Christ was in them, even when they were being persecuted.
Right.
And so that they were proclaiming the gospel, and they weren't behind four walls of the assembly. They were out walking and proclaiming Christ, the hope of glory. And to me, that just brought me so much hope.
Yeah. So. And this scripture ends, we were talking on the way back from the coast, it ends by saying, after we were going to be eager to maintain the unity, that we were called to one body and one spirit. You were called to one hope that belongs to your call. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, and Father of all, who is over and through all and in all. Truly, we are one by the power of God. And so
Yeah.
we just need to be eager to maintain that and to know that, like Lisa said, it's eternal that we are one. It is held in heaven by God Himself, and He's over the church, and we are one.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to kind of tell you in this devotional. It hit us, and we thought we'd share it with you.
God bless you.